Hi YouTube, how are you today? So I'm gonna do this video just a little bit different. I want to ask you guys a question and then give you a preface for what I'm asking. So most of the guys, this is the Healing Heart 333 channel. So um, if you're watching this channel, you're probably in tune to your own, you know, light and dark side to some effect, right? Do you believe, and this is a question, this is a very serious question, that there is a way to connect a group of people together to work together as a community, um, and still escalate the process of self-development to where you master yourself completely? Um, this occurs to me all the time. You know, parasitic attachments come in a lot of different forms. Any kind of emotional attachment to something external will always lead to highs and lows, right? Like you're always looking for a dopamine response. And food is the best example, right? Because food gets to your basic survival trigger mechanism, which is why meditation and fasting was taught by so many ascended masters, Jesus included. And the ones in, specifically in the New Testament, Matthew, the three people at the Mount of Transfiguration that Jesus is seen with, Moses and Elijah, those three were the only ones to fast for 40 days and 40 nights. Now, you could argue that feeding in any form is a opposition to the flow of your natural creative circuit, and you're a closed loop circuit. So everything that comes from your heart goes back to your heart, energetically, physically, both structurally and energetically, your light body. So anytime that you're relying out there on something to feed you energetically, you're ignoring the fact that everything comes from your heart. And that's why energetically, getting into a fastive meditation cycle, meditation gets you in a place where you're not energetically feeding off of anything, right? You're not thinking negatively about it. You're thinking that completely neutral. If it does, and it's all a part of you, everything around you. So everything that you experience comes from your heart and then the projected mind of the body. All of that energy comes back to you in your lower three chakras. Those chakras have a masculine and feminine aspect. Every part of you has a masculine and feminine aspect, both structure and energy, big light. And so energetically, when your structure breaks down, then you don't move as much energy. And it's a distortion in light, right? It's a frequency in light. And every single one of us has an attunement to a certain type of light, right? It's like we're all salt of the sea. There isn't one of us that's exactly the same, which is the most beautiful thing in the world. But go back to the original question. Is there a way to connect your group of people in a way that would naturally develop into a long-term self-development model where we're always following our highest excitement, but we still have to surrender to the needs of the whole? Because if we're always prioritizing our own needs over the people around us, it gets dysfunctional. But then if we over prioritize the people around us and we don't take care of ourselves, then it also grows dysfunctional, right? So you have to create groups and expanding groups where you have equal exchange of energy and be able to move it around and grow in ways that have not been presented before, right? I mean, if they had, then we'd see, huge groups of angelic beings walking the planet. Or maybe they just disappear and then we just never see them again. mean, arguably, people could say that the Mayans did the same thing, right? Maybe they went off planet and through plant medicine expanded their consciousness to where they made it to the stars, right? Because as a group, if you can expand your consciousness as a group, you're downloading information. Not only is your and information and energy, right? Structure moves energy. So the more people that you have together, that's moving a lot of energy, you're also going to be moving a lot of information. You have to, right? Because information moves energy. You can't have one without the other. So many people talk about energy, but it comes with information. If you don't have the information, then the energy is going to be distorted, because the information that's backing it is going to be a little bit distorted in a way, if that makes sense. Yeah. So that's the question. And I'll pose it to you guys. What do you guys think? What is the best way to connect a group of people in a way where you're always surrendering to the needs of the body, but also where your own needs are being met? So make sure you're following your highest excitement. That's a pretty tough one, isn't it? I mean, try to think of some examples in the real world where that's available, right? Where you can just join a group and everybody's working towards a common goal. Where it's fulfilling your own needs and the needs of the group at the same time. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just blabbing away on a day here in Nusa Lembongan, feeling blessed just to experience the people around me. I went, this was my first day on to get my 3-day open dive certificate. So I was in the pool all day. I was in the pool for 7 hours. I looked at the bottom of my feet when I got out, and I'd been wearing booties all day. It looked like, I mean, I haven't seen my feet, the bottom of my feet, that wrinkled in maybe ever. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I saw them look like that. But, yeah. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Leave a comment, leave your thoughts in the comments, right? Unconditional love has to be the backing of anything that all of us do together, or else it'll always grow dysfunctional. Love you guys.